Hello, I'm Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR. I thought today we could just chillax and discuss portmanteaus. A portmanteau is a word that takes two words, puts them together to create a brand new word like chillax, which is chill and relax, chillax. And I just thought it would be a fun thing to talk about and think about. Some of you know I deal with a lot of vintage items. And what a portmanteau originally was a trunk or a case or an attaché that has two equal sides to it. I was going to show you this one, but it's almost like too large. But this one has, I can't even open it, a divider. And the divider makes it so you have one side here and then one side is this top part. But they're equal in size. And so that would be kind of an example of a portmanteau. I thought maybe I had an attaché case around somewhere that had two equal, but I think I don't have it anymore. So that is where the word portmanteau stems. But then Lewis Carroll, in his book Through the Looking Glass, had the character Humpty Dumpty. And his Humpty Dumpty said in the book, slithy means lithe and slimy, and mimsy is flimsy and miserable. Mimsy. You see, it's like a portmanteau. There are two meanings packed up into one word. So I thought, oh, this is kind of fun. We could just, write down some portmanteaus. And please, if you have any that you're like, oh, that's a good one, throw it in the comments. I always think it's fun, to share that. So I thought of one right off the top because my son is in the airsoft community. In other words, he works at Airsoft and he plays. But he always, not always, but occasionally orders uniforms from like vintage uniforms so that he can do these events that are called, hold on, let me make sure I get this right. Yeah, Milsim. And I kept saying that word wrong. He's like, it's Milsim. And I was like, what does that mean? And he said it's military simulation. And they call them milsims. So you take the word military simulation. It's like the old, remember Sesame Street used to go, milsim. Anyway, so that's like an example. Another example was the one we started which was chillax, which is chill and relax put together. Chillax. And there's a difference because there are also words that are not portmanteau, but they're compound words. And a compound word would be like fire, fighter, which is two words put together, but you use the entirety of both words. So you use the word fire and the word fighter. So that is a compound word, while portmanteau are more cute. You use like a part of the word and another part of the word. So like newscast comes from news and broadcast. That's newscast. And then podcast, can you guess? Comes from iPod and broadcast. Podcast. And then there's like, I'm not even sure if this is a great example, but Pokemon is pocket monster. So it's Pokemon. But this spelling, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good example or not. Maybe that isn't like a great one. But there is a word, infomercial, which is information and commercial. And so that you put those together to make infomercial. So like this video could be an infomercial because I'm telling you about Portmanteau, but I'm also going to tell you, if you go through my Amazon link that I'll put in the description and you buy this Pokemon book or anything, I'll get a little commission, and that would help me out. I'm up to $10. Thank you for everybody who's done that. Like sitcom is situation comedy, sitcom, and rom-com is romantic comedy. Oh, I know. You know, we go through all the matches all the time. In fact, I might have one right here. Hold on. Oops. No, this isn't one. I go through vintage matches. If you're curious, I think I have 3 videos where we're just looking through all these vintage matches. And something that comes up a lot on those is motel. And a motel is like a hotel, but it's all one floor, and each door has a parking spot like right in front of it. So like you have room 1, room 2, room 3, and there's a parking spot right in front. What? Anyway, where you can park your car. And so those were called motels because they were motor hotels. So whenever you see a single level, it's usually a single level. Historically. And you could pull up, unload your stuff, and go right into your room. That's a motel. So it's motor hotel. Well, internet. You know what 2 words that is? It is interconnected network. Interconnected network. Oh, brunch, which is a chance to get drunk. No, which is breakfast and lunch together. That's brunch. Smog is smoke and fog. Together is smog, which it used to be very common in cities to be so full of smog that it would make the buildings turn black, especially in like the Rust Belt cities. Like Pittsburgh, you can look at old photos where you can't even see across the street because of all the smog, which is why companies need some kind of rules, because they will pollute the hell out of everything if you don't give them rules. Anyway, what else do we have? We have sitcom, dramedy. How do you spell that? Drama. No, it must be E. Wait a minute. D, which is half drama, half comedy. Dramedy. Oh, how about a mockumentary? You know what the best mockumentary ever made was? Probably Spinal Tap. If you have not seen the movie Spinal Tap, it is a mockumentary about a band from the 70s, like a sort of like a Led Zeppelin type band, or, Rolling Stones kind of band. And they follow them around. It's hilarious. And I think they're making a part 2. And fingers crossed that doesn't, go wrong. I don't know. Oh, you know what's kind of a gross one? Is Botox. If you get Botox, skip ahead 15 seconds because you won't want to hear this. This is short for botulism and toxin. Botulism and toxin. Botox. But you put it in your face. Oh, how about genome? Which is gene and chromosome. Genome. Gene and chromosome. Genome. Yeah, that's right. I know that because I happen to be a brainiac. Except that I just spelled brain wrong. I'm such a brainiac. Which is half brain and half maniac. I think I got the maniac part down. How about simulcast? Can I spell it? No, that's a U. I'm not good at spelling, just so don't go, she's so stupid. It's my weakness. Simulcasting is short for simultaneous broadcast. Simultaneous broadcast. Yeah. Which got me thinking about live streaming. I don't think there's a word for that. They should make it called live streaming. Maybe that's why there isn't one. Let's stream. How about stiving? I don't know. I don't think there is one for live streaming. I mean, I guess in a way that's a compound word, live streaming. I wonder if streaming, does it mean? No, I guess it just means streaming. Well, webinar is web, the World Wide Web, and webinar. Well, we were talking yesterday about movies, and I couldn't think of the name of the kind of movie they're doing, or maybe I did think of it, I don't remember, but about Bob Dylan. Oh boy, I thought I was going to forget his name. Which is a biopic. Which puts together biography and basically pic or movie picture. So biopic. Yeah. Oh, I know what, with the Milsom. That is sort of a version, and airsoft people would probably be mad if I say this, I don't know. But I think it's kind of cosplay, which is a combination of costume, role play, cosplay. I don't know how it wouldn't be cosplay, because they dress like different militaries from different time periods and then sort of do reenactment things. So I think it is cosplay, but they might not like it. I don't know. Oh, I know one. I used to get this way all the time, but I don't know. I seem to have figured it out now in this stage of my life. But hangry, which is a combination of hungry and angry. This used to be a major issue for me. But I don't know. I guess now I eat enough protein. Oh, how about spork? Which is spoon and fork. A spork. Oh, I know. Something I got called the other day in a comment, which surprised me, actually, is how do you spell it? Feminazi, which is half feminist and half Nazi. Feminazi. Because you know me, always spewing my feminazi stuff. I don't know. That might be all I have. I can't. Well, we were talking about Wicked the other day, and I used the term for the two main characters, frenemy, which is half friend and half enemy. You're a frenemy. Frenemy. Oh, I remember one that I looked up because I was I just learned this word today. I was looking stuff up. Splatter. And I was like, splatter? Because that's such a long, you've known splatter forever. But they said it originally was the word splash and spatter. And that formed splatter. I was like, okay. Didn't know that. I don't know. Can you guys think of any others? Oh, no, I took my scissors downstairs. I can't cut my paper. I took my scissors downstairs because I was working today. Somebody asked me to do a video on what businesses I run. Maybe I could think of something like that. I like to keep them separated. Keep them separated. Because some people might get mad at me for something, and is that gonna work? This is what happens when you don't have scissors. Gotta keep them separated. Who sings that? Keep them separated. Can't remember. All right, what other words can we think of? How about guesstimate? Guesstimate, which is half a guess and half an estimate. Speaking of businesses and guesstimates, I order supplies from this company. Not supplies, but shipping supplies. And I was kind of guesstimating how much I'd have to spend this time, and I thought I was going to get away with not spending much, but it ended up being quite a bit. And then the company messed up the delivery. Big time, they just didn't deliver it, and we called, and then they didn't call back. It was kind of a thing. I didn't get mad or anything. I didn't really care, to be honest. I was like, okay, whatever, just let me know. And then they ended up calling very apologetic, and they refunded my money plus shipped the thing. So it was kind of a win-win. But I thought, wow, that was more than they needed to do, honestly. They could have just said sorry. I'd have been like, okay. Oh well. I was like, I'll take that. I don't think I can do this with all these. It'll take all day. Usually I cut them and then count them up. I can't believe I don't have any scissors. But I do not. Anyway, I can't think anymore. Mike's sitting here trying to think while I'm doing this, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, You know, I was trying to think if there are any to do with musical, like a harpsichord. Would that be? See, I'm not sure if that would count because it's, I guess not. I mean, it's kind of using like harp, but that goes way back. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Can't think any. Anyway, all right. Well, thanks for watching. So here's the word. Let's write ASMR. Let's not show all these because I'll make a little screen. What do you call that? I always forget the word. For the, like, screenshot? No. Thumbnail. That's a good thumbnail. Anyway. Alright, I better get back to my other work or I'm going to get so far behind. But thanks for watching, guys. I will talk to you soon. Also, just a real quick thank you to all of you because in the comments, you guys have been so like cool and nice and telling really good informational stories and thoughts on everything from movies to the Mandela effect. I've just really enjoyed reading all the comments. And right now I'm so busy with other things that I'm not always like, I'll see them and go, oh, I want to respond. And sometimes it's the one I want to respond to the most that I put aside so I can really give a good response. And then I just, too much time goes by and I forget. So I apologize if I didn't respond, but it's only because I'm like busy right now. It's my busy time here. So I really appreciate everyone who comments and likes and shares my stuff. It's like so great and helpful, and I appreciate it so much. I appreciate all of you guys, really. All right. Would that be a word? What I just did? Would that be a love fest? I was about to say, like love festival. I don't know.